G'day, Troy Jones from Payten and Jones. Just big shout out to everyone to say we're all in this together at the moment. There's a bit of a crazy times that we're going through that are unprecedented. So we are a small family independent winery. There's only a couple of us working here. We've been producing for about 13 years now, according to LinkedIn, and then got a little cellar door that we've been going for about 2.5 years. We just make fun, interesting wines that we like to drink that have a little bit of sense of place of where we are, basically. Let's have a little walk through the cellar door. This is Barney. He's out the front doing a bit of doing some burgers, some charcuterie, some gnocchi, so all sorts of bits and pieces out of his truck. It's all takeaway. It's all hands-free, so at this time, take it away and eat it back at home while you grab a bottle of wine. It's been good for us while we've been here as well. This is our cellar door that is now a bottle shop. All right, we're not allowed to do any tastings or anything like that with the general public, but we can walk you through what we actually what we do. All right, so we make about 12 to 13 different wines depending on the year from our vineyard and a couple of different sites. Usually it's a little bit more set out with some tables and a bit of fun, but at the moment we're just focusing solely on online orders. Manu's punching out a whole lot of orders there that we did overnight. She won't look at the camera because she's incredibly hungover, like we all are, pretty much for the last few weeks and into the future, foreseeable future. Let's have a little look outside. We have been lucky enough to get most of our fruit in, and we do small batches, so most of the things have been pressed off and put to bed. We do have some Sangiovese and a little bit of Merlot that's there. So Merlot that we're doing is a little bit different, so let's come and have a little look. Also, some beautiful art from some of our Melbourne friends, Mike Macatron, Maddie Lingard. Caffeine's going to come out and do some painting as well, so we've got some other sort of stuff so it'll rotate in this little courtyard. And normally the courtyard's got a little bar set up. Ivan's slinging a few rums and a few little simple cocktails and lots of wine by the glass. Food from Barney. That's a usual day. So this is part of our little winery. We've got lots of things going on, small batches and little ferments that are ticking off over here. But this is something that we do quite interesting each year. We do some Merlot, and we've done Grenache in the past, where we basically leave this on skins for 8 months. And it just basically sits there. We taste off, we look at it, we shit ourselves, we think it's no good, we think it's great, and then we come back to it at the end after it's done this curve and go, that's bloody delicious. We no longer do the Grenache, but we've planted some at the vineyard, so in about 7 years we can revisit this and we can go again. But this is Merlot that we've had up there planted since about '96, and it's a really interesting way of basically maturing the wine. It sits here for the whole period. Basically, once it's fermented dry, we'll put the lid on the VC. Me and Ben have both got bits of guts on us, jump on the top, get as much oxygen out, and then we leave it there. When it's finished, we basically just lift it up and open the valve. Everything's disintegrated in there and all the flesh is gone. It's just the seeds and the skins that are left. They act like a filter, and then we just basically lift it up and put it straight through, put it straight to bottle. No sulfur, no mucking around or anything like that. So it's a pretty interesting sort of style. And this has only been in there for a little while, so it's still effectively just juice that's there. But it is ticking off, as you can see, by everything that's going on behind us. And it will be something that's quite really interesting. It's beautiful tannin. Obviously Merlot's got that tannin anyway, but it's got a really fineness that comes into it, and it actually just produces something that's really totally different to what we've done in the past. We will be doing another wine like this year. The fruit's still to come in from another vineyard, and I'll tell you about it as soon as we get outside again. So our Ode to 2020 is going to be pretty interesting as well. So I don't know if Mike can get this, but part of what Maddie Lingard did is this Payten and Jones Demon Dogs of Lahore. So it's a 3-headed dog that we're going to do, and we're going to do some Mataro, made exactly the same as what we've done with that Merlot, but that's going to be our Fuck 2020 wine. We've done a little bit of a shout out to our friends on our mailing list and all of our friends have come through and family. So this is our sort of shout out to 2020. We just want it done and over and done with. We're now pretty much offering all to our customers and our friends some pretty cool discounts and some pretty significant things. We never usually do this, but unprecedented times called for unprecedented things. So we're doing 6 packs at 15% off, mixed of whatever you want, free postage Australia-wide. And we're also doing mixed dozens, 20% off and free posting Australia-wide. Coupons will be in the link that we'll be able to do. We'll also be, even with the lockdowns and shutdowns, as long as Australia Post is going, we'll be shipping wine out. So if you have anything, don't hesitate any of the time, all right? So check us out online or at any of our social channels. Cheers, dudes.